One of the absolute worst performing things I've ever done is try and send cold emails. If you want to talk about something that's frustrating, that gives no result, and generally only results in negative feedback, cold emailing is exactly where it's at. How many emails have you got from random Gmail addresses, often from companies in other countries, offering to do SEO or similar types of services for you? How many of them have you actually hired? I've gotten thousands of cold emails myself, and I don't know that I've actually done business with any of them. The problem with cold emails is trust, and it's also the parasitic feeling that someone's trying to latch onto me. And when I did that with cold emails I sent out, almost the only results I would get back would be stop emailing me or stop spamming me. No matter what I sent, no matter whether I sent something helpful for free, no matter whether I asked for business or services, the trust factor with a cold email is just not there. I've sent all kinds of different, very targeted, intentionally trying to be very useful and helpful, and cold emailing just does not work. The problem is not with the cold email you're sending, it's with all of the cold emails that people have received in the past. All of those companies that have sent out those bulk emails from Gmail addresses offering those generic services. And I've replied to a lot of those trying to offer my services, and I rarely ever get a response back to them either. There's just a lot of crap email out there. And that's why using a third party to generate the email gets around it. If people don't recognize your name, your odds of success go down drastically to nearly zero. There's few things that hurt more than spending hours of your time trying to make a helpful email, spending hours trying to figure out the exact right people to send it to, and then getting back only hurtful messages and not even one positive result. So if you haven't tried cold emailing yet, and cold emailing, to make sure we're on the same page, is when you send someone an email that you haven't emailed before, and especially when you're trying to offer them something, even if it's just free. And by haven't emailed them before, I also should note that they're not expecting your email. So if you've met someone at a conference and you email them, that's not a cold email. I would call that a warm email. It's still, you haven't emailed them yet, but at the same time, they're expecting your email, or they understand you might email them. A cold email is when there's no previous existing relationship or experience. So if I can prevent you from doing cold emails based on all of the hours I wasted doing cold emails, then I hope that's helpful for you. And even a cold email can often be a customer you haven't interacted with in a long time, a subscriber you haven't interacted with in a long time. It can be very hard to get that going. At the same time, if you have any previous existing relationship with someone, it's not totally a cold email then. So what has never ever worked good for me is cold emailing. If I am able to reach someone with cold email, nothing has even worked out, and usually only negative feedback. So that's why I'm sharing this with you in the rest of the course, is to give you some things that work, because some of the things that seem like they should work, a cold email, if you get someone's email, seems like it should work, but it doesn't. And there's no relationship, there's no trust there. So using the strategies I've shown you can help you create the equivalent of a cold email in a format that's more trustworthy, that will get attention. And I hope by sharing my failures with cold emailing that I can save you the time and energy I wasted doing cold emailing. I can save you the energy from having to do that yourself. You can simply watch this and say, okay, next time I'm thinking about cold emailing, I'll remember how much Jerry said that sucked, and I won't do cold emailing. So thank you for watching this, and I hope it's been helpful.